You know, and I took that strength. I came back to my house around 11 or 10, 11 in the night, and I broke the news to my wife, that I have lost my job. Now I am on the streets. But because my mind was made up, because I told myself that I'm going to succeed, you know, that I was going to succeed. I left. As I, that was the, that particular year was when I finished my master's. I finished my master's in Unilag. That particular year, that was in March of that year. I finished my master's in managerial psychology from Unilag. So I now um, start thinking of what to do. One thing came into my mind, to start up um, a safety equipment business. So when I did, before that, I've registered a company, Normalex Investment Limited. I now started looking at how to get contacts and begin to prospect and there are all those things. As God will lead me, I got a contact that was West African Ventures. So that is the first job they gave me was 5 million naira job. And of course, even when I was in banking, I never had 5 million naira. For 9 years I was in banking, I never had 5 million. I never had 5 million naira as a banker. If there's any banker none of them has 5 million. I can tell you, even now I'm standing here. There's no banker that has 5 million in his account. Even as I'm standing in this place now, in this altar, I can tell you there's no banker that has 5 million naira. Quote me. That was my first job. So we did that job. That the devil always come. After doing that job, as we were expecting payments, the devil struck. That was when I was sick for over 1 year without circulation. But I can tell you that business I started with no penny. As of today, you see a turnover of over 300, 400 million in a year. You understand me? There is no banker that has such a turnover in his account that can do 400 million, half a billion in a year. There's no banker that can do it. It's because I turned to SME. I turned to where? Business. You understand me? So young people in Nigeria are increasingly turning into crafts. Crafts. That is where people are looking up today. And small and medium enterprise businesses, small businesses. When I was in banking, one thing that was very prominent was for many of us that were in retail business, in banking retail business, the, the bulk of the money as at that time comes from the small businesses. Just like everybody in this computer village now, we categorize them as SMEs. Everybody inside this computer village is categorized under SME. In this computer village alone, the amount of business that is done in every day is in excess of 2-3 billion every day in this place. I can tell you because we did at that time we did a market survey of computer village. As of today, it's in excess of 2 billion daily, as in daily, it's in excess of 2 billion every day. The quantity of business that is done in this particular place. We categorize all of them under SME. Youth unemployment is a significant challenge in Nigeria, with a substantial portion of the youth population either employed or unemployed. In quarter 3, 2023, the unemployment rate among youths aged 15 to 24 was 8.6%, and between 15 and 34 years, and the unemployment rate was 12.3%. A notable 35% of Nigerians between 15 and 34 were unemployed, while 28 are considered underemployed. Now, when we say that somebody is underemployed, let me take for instance, somebody working in a filling station as a pump attendant, and the person is paid 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Do we consider that person is working? Because that money cannot take you home. That means that person is literally, I don't know, sir, that person is literally doing nothing. According to NBS, that's Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, youth unemployment rate in Nigeria decreased to 6.5% in the second quarter of 2024 from 8.4% in the first quarter of 2024. Youth unemployment rate in Nigeria averaged 21.4% from 2014 until 2024, reaching an all-time high of 53.4% in the fourth quarter of 2020. What it means is that almost all the youths at that time were either they are not doing anything or what they are doing is not recognized. But of course, we know that we cannot rely on the statistics from MBS. The MBS statistics can never be correct because, of course, the government of the day will always want to influence the statistics to favor them. Now, what is the impact of youth entrance to craft and SMBs? SMEs are major source of employment in Nigeria with significant portion of business. Craft and jobs falling into this sector are youth-owned businesses. Youth-owned businesses are businesses that fall into these SMBs. So what are the opportunities to innovation? The Nigerian SME sector offers opportunity for young people to leverage technology and innovation. Many young entrepreneurs use technology to create new products and services and to reach a wider customer base. Now, what are the challenges affecting Nigerian youth from realizing their potential? Every Nigerian youth are motivated to achieve. There's nobody in this country that I can take, for instance, where my own town in Aba, early in the morning, you see youths trooping out to look for something to do. But these youths are faced with different challenges. These challenges include access to funding. Some youths have things they want to do, but there's no money for them to start. Some are infrastructure and limitations. Now, coming from your house now to this place, look at how much you have paid for you to get here because of the high cost of transportation, because there's no road. Even when all those things are available, you get home, maybe you have a laptop, you want to work, there's no light. High cost of data and co will not allow you to do your work. Then mentorship. How many people are ready to mentor the young ones? How many people are ready to mentor the young ones? The ones that want to mentor you are also having things difficult. Things are difficult for them. They have nothing. They are hungry. They can't feed their families. It's not as if they don't have things upstairs, what they can impact, what they can push you, but they don't have time to start to mentor you or start to tell you this is what you should do and what not to do. Now, the basic education. Do we have the basic education for us to realize our potentials? Do we have that basic education? Of course. Primary school, secondary school, yes. But there are some other things you want to do after secondary school that will need you to have an OM. Or maybe you stop in primary school. There's something else something you want to do that will need you to have at least an SSE. There are some other things you want to do. Maybe you didn't go to school at all, but you have interest. Okay, let me take for instance. There's the staff of my wife. The girl she wants to do something, but she didn't go to primary school. She cannot write. Even if you tell her now, okay, blessing, help me write, just spell your name. Since that time he came in here, blessing is starting to spell her own name, blessing. So it's also a challenge. Now, the environment we are living is also a major factor affecting the youth and the young people from realizing their potential. The environment is toxic. The environment does not create an opportunity for young people to thrive, does not give us the opportunity for us to achieve our goal. So it's a major challenge. Then the culture. Take for instance in the north. The girl child in the north is not given an equal opportunity with the men. They are not given even in our own societies. Growing up, the girls were not given equal opportunities in my own time. I can tell you that. I can count how many girls in my class, maybe from primary to secondary. Okay, let me say from primary, that were able to go beyond secondary school. Is the environment and the culture of the people. So what are the available crafts? which the young people can leverage. Then let us look at the traditional crafts, which we know from back then, like farming. You understand? The young people can leverage on this. Now, farming is a big thing. It's one of the big things happening around. But do we have the money or all that it takes for us to be able to cultivate more and also be able to sell and be able to get enough money for us to run our life? No. But craft like farming is one of the major things the young people should look into. It's very important. You don't need to have big money for you to start, assuming you have or you have a little piece of land. But it is not necessary for those in the urban areas like us, like myself and you. You understand? Because you are looking at big things, you are looking at the big things, you are not looking at maybe going back to your village and start farming. So now let's look at tailoring, seamstress. That's also a big thing now. It's a big thing, you know. There's a woman in the church here who sold clothes for my wife. She collects like 30,000 for one. I say, what? You buy an Ankara for 10,000. You sell it for 30,000. What kind of madness is this? I will tell my wife, no, no, no. She said that is what they are doing. That is what how much they are collecting. So can you see that tailoring or seamstress is a very good thing for our young people to learn? It is not going to be. I'm not encouraging you that what you want to be in life is a tailor. No, but on part time, you can learn it. On part time, you can learn how to sew. I know some people that have first, second degree that while they were in university or when they were in secondary school, after their secondary school, they learned how to sew. Today, that their first degree, that their second degree, they kept it somewhere and they are having good life with sewing. I can tell you that I have evidences. Now, another thing is house cleaning. I'm just looking at the traditional crafts, house cleaning. There's a woman that comes to clean my house 2, 3 times every week. She comes by 5:30 and she closes by 7. The woman will pay her 25,000 every month. Apart from other things you give her, pay her 25,000. These are traditional things we can leverage on. If you know you're not doing it, you just need to start doing something. You just need to start doing something. When you have your money, there's no money that smells, I am a tailor. No money smells that I'm a farmer. No money smells that I'm a cleaner. No money smells that I clean house to earn earn a living. When you have your money, you are a boss of your own. Okay? Then let's look at baking. Baking, pastries, like the preacher wife does here. Takes little stress to learn. When I was praying for God to help me to leave banking in 2024, I told my wife, 2015, I told my wife, go and learn catering. Go and learn catering. In 2012, my wife now enrolled at Agege local government. There's a catering school. They are owned by the government. My wife enrolled in that school. I'm talking about 2012. After I think 6 to 9 months, she graduated from that school. And I can tell you, my wife does the turnover of over 1 million every month. And the one that does my account. She earns, her turnover is in excess of 1 million every month in her foundation where her shop is. The hospital pays her an average of 400, 500 every month. And her daily turnover is between 60, 70,000 per day. If you do 60,000 naira, 60, 70,000 per day, times it by, let's say, 25 working days, add the other 400, are we not on over 1 million? That's what she does. Because what? I encourage her to go and learn catering. When she go there, people there did not say, bend down and learn it. She learns how to cook, pastries, all the things. She does cake, but not on commercial basis. She does all those thinking and all those things. You understand? But cooking, events, going to catering to events and co and co. Now look at how much she earns. She earns in excess of at least a turnover of over a million naira every month. And the one that does that account. So I know what she earns. That's month to month because she went to catering school and learned how to cook. Now, thank God for technology. Things are changing. We have the variety of opportunities. Nowadays, when I was investing in those days, the University of Ibadan, there was nothing like mobile phone. 1999, 2002, there was no mobile phone. We don't have access to mobile phone. As a matter of fact, if you see somebody with a walkie-talkie like this, all of you will surround the person and be looking at the person. You understand? So the mobile phone came out around it was so I mean so that is when everybody, now those opportunities people make of you make life when life is good. In our days there was nothing like that. When you want to open an email, you go to a cyber cafe, you pay, they open a Yahoo mail for you. When you open a Yahoo mail, you pay, they will open it for you. Then the person will ask you, what do you want as a password? You give the person will give you. So that password says you don't know how to change it. So anytime you go to a cyber cafe somewhere, you buy a card, you log in, you use that card to log in, you see that password that person gave you. That person might even be checking the mail for you, and also you will be checking. In 2023, 2003, when my father died, I was in Nasarawa State doing my youth service there. I don't know my father was there. I don't know my father has already died. So one of the days like that, my friend, that copper that says it, he was going to check his email. And I gave him my password, said, "Guy, help me check my email and help me print the emails there when you are coming back, because that's the way we are normally doing it. When you are going to cyber cafe." I was in Nasarawa gone. That's in Nasarawa State. Where we can go and check our mail is in Lafayette. I'm trying to just tell you things we as young people went through. So when he went there, he printed the email. He didn't read them. To get home, I was not looking at the emails one after the other, one after the other. That's one that said, "I told my brother, I'm so sorry for the loss of your father." I said, "Which father?" That is how my dad's death was announced to me. Now you guys have opportunities. Internet, mobile phones, email, TikTok, and lots you guys have seen. That is the design of clothes and the craft. There are so many things you guys have seen your own life. So many things. So many things. So many things. Packaging, gift packaging. Gift packaging. You know what is called gift packaging? You don't need office. You don't need, it's just for you to tell people that, please, I can package gift. You say, what kind of gift? Mug, cups, t-shirts. You go to Lagos Island, you buy it. You go for a good printer around. The person will just print whatever you want to do on it. You can add 50 kobo. You can add 100 naira. Before you know it, you have a business. Many printing companies started that way. Big ones you're seeing today started that way. There's no magic. It is something every one of us can do. You can do it. I can do it. Those businesses are there. Selling things online. Jumia, Gigi. You don't need to have a shop. You don't need your own shop. Jumia, Gigi, you don't have your own shop. You don't need shop to start those things. You don't. You don't need it. I wanted to buy a particular shoe from Jumia. And I found out that the guy that sells the shoe says somewhere in the Agege, my area there. And of course, that guy is not stocking the shoe. He will go to Balogun, somewhere in Ireland, and go and buy the shoe and take it to their hub, to Jumia hub, and Jumia will from there send it to me. The guy has he lost anything? What is the stress? Going to Ireland, bringing the shoe. Maybe he bought the shoe for let's say 20,000. He put it at junior at 27,000. Maybe junior will collect collection when they sell it. Then the guy will make like 5,000. Assuming that he does that, let's say he sells like 3, 4, 5 shoes in a week. Then it will make like between 15 to 20,000. There's no shopping. There's no stress. He has not committed anything. He's not paying tax. So that is that. Drop selling. You know, others, you can help people to, okay, let me take for instance, there's a guy that helped my wife to bring tomatoes from my tree. Yesterday, my wife shared the number with some sisters here in the church. That particular guy, an Hausa guy, what he does is that as somebody gave my wife the number, my wife has given other people the number. There's a chain, this chain reaction from one person, to the other. That guy is so busy that he cannot in a day attend to all his customers. That guy, like today, he bought tomato for my wife and other things. Say tomato is 1 crate for 18,000. Maybe my two, I might be selling maybe 15 or 16. There's an outside guy, he can be able to see the outside there. And they will give him a good discount. So there's other things my wife bought from the guy. So assuming that in every item he makes 1,000, 1,500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,000, 1,500. Then when he puts it together, he will still charge my wife 2,500 for his commission. Then my wife will also pay for transport. So it then means on one customer, that guy can reckon like 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Assuming that he attends to 10,000 in a day, that's 100,000 in a day. There is no shop. No single shop. Digital businesses. I have been looking for somebody to help me to be managing my digital business in terms of creating what is it called? Flyers. I don't know. So my business is there for you. During a festive period like this, I will need flyers. I will need greeting cards to send to my customers during Xmas period. All those things. There was a guy that was managing it for me. The guy now left. He was the one that created my Instagram. Yes, he created Instagram for me. He traveled overseas. Since that time, we stopped that line of adverts. He was the one managing it. He was creating those things. I was telling him, oh, but you know that this week is the Muslim festival. I want you to create something. Put normal legs and go and go. I will now use it to send to my customers. So those things are things that are also selling, which we can liberate. We don't need office. What you only need in such situation is just a laptop and internet. Social media engagements. You people know that we're passing now. Because those ones are things that are in vogue now everywhere. There are so many things you can do online, which many of us are not doing because our own is to go and look for who we are buy and sell. But now those things are things that are helping young people. You guys have the opportunities in your hand. You shouldn't be broke. You shouldn't be broke. There's nothing that can make you to ask anybody for money. You shouldn't be broke at all because those opportunities are bound. Many of them you only need to just calm down, bring your head down, leave guy, leave wearing big shirts. This is what I want to do. I can afford anything I want. It's just God. It's not human. It's because I have paid my dues. Bend down, calm down, relax. Those things you are looking at will not pay you. Those things that are not of God you are looking at will not help you. It will never, never, never help you. I have been there. I've been there. Is it clubbing? Is it carrying women? What is it? But I find out that all those things were distractions. They were distractions. As young people, it is a distraction. That money that money you want, calm down. The money will come when you calm down, work hard, put everything into the hands of God. Those monies will come. Those monies will come. Live a very simple life. Live a godly life. Live a very straightforward life. When you live a very how things will be happening around you, you self will be asking, is it God that is doing this one? Or at times there are some things that will come to me. I will ask myself, oh boy, it's just somebody is not going to do for me to make sure things are working well for me. Because you see things coming, even when you did not ask for it, you see things coming. You understand me? So things come naturally to you. Things coming naturally to you. That is, you will be in your house. You will think businesses will be coming. You are not asking. The businesses will come. You didn't ask. You didn't ask. Then the businesses will come naturally to you. It's because you are living a godly life. Godly life does not mean that you are living in the church. No. But live upright. Anything that will make you to sin, dodge it, my brother, my sister. Anything that will make you to go astray, that will make you to go out from the presence of God, make you dodge that. Try to avoid anything that will make you to go astray. When you put everything into the hand of God, you will see that as you are walking, you will be seeing favor. Doors will be opening. Things will be happening. That you yourself you look yourself, if you say like this. And that is what you are doing. There's no reason for you to leave Akara today and go and start selling car tomorrow. You will not be successful. If you are in Akara business, that thing you are doing, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. After 2, 3, 4, 5 years, everybody will know you. That that guy, if you want good Akara, go to him. I have been in this business for 10 years. I can tell you. Everything I'm telling you is with examples. I have some people will bring some businesses to me. I told them outside our scope. I'll just tell you outside my scope. It's not as if I can't do it. It's not as if I can't do it, but I'll just tell you it's outside my scope. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So I will see some people bring business. Normally you do this. I say outside my scope. It's not as if I cannot do it. It's because I want to be known for what? One thing. I want to be known for one thing. And I've been consistent in selling safety equipment in the last 10 years. I can tell you, in this country, if you count 10 businesses doing safety equipment, you will count normally. It's because I have been consistent. If you go to many of your companies and ask which safety equipment company is very okay, many of them will tell you normally. Because I have been consistent. It's not that today you sell safety equipment, tomorrow you sell motor parts. The other day you sell, jumping from one place to the other. If you are doing digital business, for instance, you are into repairing of phone, be consistent with it. Put it in the hand of God. Today you might not make it. The money will not come today. But when you are consistent and keep doing the same thing repeatedly, you will see that everybody will know you. That guy is the best. That guy is the best. Everyone knows him. That's what he does.